Solid. Bobby Boy, what's up? Glenn, I love that photo. Juan, Giovanni's, Watbird, good to see you, Watbird. Gemini, good to see you, Gemini. We have so many new coins today. There's just a mass amount of stuff that we are churning through. Let's see, and then along with graded, there are thousands of graded coins in the vicinity. Got some fun raw owls. Let's pull out a cool coin to buck and go at the start of today. We'll get into it. Lots of new stuff. All right, buck and go. Beautiful, immaculate. It's a Bearistan Hemi-Dram. Should have a good amount. Oh wow, this is a good amount of like raw ancients today too. Got some nice things. Just a great look to this one. Gemini, Reverse Legend, currently at 22. Nice pickup. So we'll go to at $12 start, WW0803. See if we can find it, Skippity. Is it a graded coin? What is WW0803? I'm not sure. Graded memento dollar. Let's see what this guy. As I run a Phantom. I don't want to waste my time in this group. It's a $79 start. Gold Phantom. Bring out some heat early in the day. This is crazy. Memento dollar is a couple $100 coin. So I do want a bit of bidding activity on it because it's something that we've had for a while. I'm gonna hold off on finding that one maybe for like 30 minutes. Just want to make sure we have enough people who want to see some expensive stuff. Let's see. AC02 Asian Persuasion. That's hilarious. What's up? AC20 310. Cool. Yeah, we can, if there's not a cert number on it that you're able to find stuff, we can pull it out a little later, maybe in like 30 minutes. I do want to kind of give a little time to warm up into today before we start running some big stuff. Whereas Lumi's in the lead on this Abbasid Caliphate. Nice pickup. I'm probably not going to search for it at the moment. 307. $21 start, another Abbasid Caliphate, Silver Durham. $769, $770 on this one. Gabe just got these in. Coins we've don't want to see. And then 0301. Buck and go. 1921 porcelain 50 Phoenix. 1921 porcelain, not geld, 50 pfennigs, emergency money from the Weimar Republic. I paid over 20 for these. Bought them a while back. And against going to go, wow, it's at $2. I paid $24 for this. Or I didn't actually, Christian bought it, but it's currently at $7. Oh, 48. And congratulations, Gemini. Let's buck and go some silver. $19.35, 2 shilling, 64% silver. 1935 Austrian 2 shilling, that's currently at $2. I'll buy it back for $1 profit at current level quite easily. 1935 2 shilling, 64% silver. Ton of graded coins today. 1935 2 shillings. Fantastic win. That is $7 under melt, so we will be putting start prices on all world silver going forward. Congratulations on that. That's a fantastic pickup, Scribe. $7 under melt. Oh, over 7. It's 19 and change. So $21 start. Not at $1 go. We might have some more though. Tabaristan Abbasid Governors Hemidram 776, 778. We can look at some graded coins soon. $21 start on this British penny token. British Condor token from 1811. British Condor token. Cool stuff. We'll run some graded coins. Constantine the Great. Nummus. Constantine the Great Nummus. Bought XX on the reverse within the wreath. Prayers, Votus for 20 years. What's up, Raiders? Boardwalk, good to see ya. 68. Maybe we'll do a buck and go for the Raiders coming in. This is actually really well. Let's do a buck and go world piece. That is Boardwalk's specialty. Said I wasn't going to do more world silver buck and go, but we'll do this for the people coming in. After I sold a piece for $7 in the melt. Yeah, this is beautiful. And let's see, 0401. Still cheap at $16. And Gemini does get the last buck and go world silver of today. Congratulations. $21 start on this Abbasid Caliphate silver Durham. Yeah, we can pull out the Sasanian. Abbasid Caliphate silver Durham. Man, we've had a bunch of no bids early in the show. It's bad. Okay. 53.70. Okay, $60 start. This 1800s French jeton. Or I guess this is actually just a marriage medal. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a jeton. 35, 3, 1. Yeah, we don't want no silver. We don't want that. It's too expensive at 79. We might run into that. A lot of those jetons, we have a big wholesale order, not to, like, that's basically like a break even price that we get on whatnot. So I think I might, if it's not going to get like the $60 start, or if it just gets like 60s and there's no interest, then I'm just going to hold, I think, and just send them. So I want to make sure I have enough to fill as much of that as possible. It's a bit better than just making $60 on whatnot with fees. And let's see, 560117. Most of the wholesale orders, I'm not sure if you're like a dealer or just like one like a small group. If you're interested in kind of like wholesale offerings that we have as we get them in, you can email me at treasure@isaiah@treasuretown.com or treasure@treasuretown.com. Yeah, so like most of our like kind of the minimum wholesale like orders that we like to keep it in is like the 1 to 2K range, around 4 to 5 being kind of a sweet spot. But like wholesale orders are usually a minimum of $1,000 of kind of coins as we get them in. Wow, no bids on that. Man, this is gonna be a day, I think. Okay. Fucking go. On this French jeton. Okay. Lucky is in the lead. Very interesting case. Hurricane Bay. Okay, $60 start on the French marriage medal. Lucky is in the lead. Nice pickup. $39 start on the 1795 British farthing condor token. British farthing condor token, 1795. All right. Let me know what we want to see. I'll try to pick out the memento dollar. I'll show it off, but I might have to adjust start price. Because a lot of the start price on the new stuff is just given kind of like a spike of interest, which I'm overly optimistic, I think. It's not a bad thing sometimes. It helps us to buy coins and offer stuff. Yeah, I can run some more tons. Memento dollar. Let's see. Let's run some jetons. $60 site start, 1766. French jeton. Hurricane Bay is in the lead. Lucky. Let's pick up, run an octagonal jeton next. Let me look for that faller. This is a French plated bronze jeton that is like fairly modern, so we're gonna buck and go it. This is a plated bronze jeton. This is not silver. From 1976. Plated bronze jeton. It's definitely in a style of a jeton that we've seen frequently. Here's a 1797 silver jeton, $60 start. I remember the one that we have had a few months ago, right? That was where everything was toned. That was it was the best group of jetons that I remember seeing. (1715 to 1774). Louis XV French jeton. Next, we'll run 1800s octagonal jeton. I like the octagonal ones. They have a little character with the shape. Hurricane Bay, nice pickup. 09, 04, 02, 09, 04, 02. 1715 silver jeton. AC 09, 04, 02. Is that a graded coin or is it maybe it's WX08? Nice pickup. No, I actually should have it. I don't know where it's at though. I have 0401 and 0403. Maybe it was an oversized holder and I misplaced it. This WX08. Here it is. That last coin was silver. Okay, we'll do a $200 start. This German states dollar should definitely bid up from here. Sprex is in the lead. Hawaiian, I don't think we have anything Hawaiian. Retired is in the lead. Really at 214. On Thaler, nice pickup. $60 start in this French silver jeton from mid 18th century. We even have some owls today. We have some kind of nice owls as well. I'll show one off. That nice pickup, Joe. I like that one. One more jeton. I'll keep on coming back to them. See if we can pick out some fun world coins. Some bigger things. 401. We'll show that memento dollar off that I've got pulled out. So 090401. Any bronze 1800 medals? Trying to think if we have. We definitely have quite a few in our inventory. I don't know if we have any today. It's 1813 Bavarian Kronenthaler, low start of 79. Retired Ron is in the lead. Still under 100, and Cal's going to pick it up. $1927 Minto dollar. AU details, $200 start. Chinese memento dollar. An AU details holder. Full no bids. Fucking go. This Weimar Republic porcelain mark with Martin Luther on the obverse. Alonzo is in lead at a very cheap $4. Extremely cheap. Nice pickup. Fucking go 1921 Weimar Republic Lower Silesia porcelain piece. Porcelain 1 mark from 1921. I like the green color. Currently at 15, 17. Green's one of the least colors that we will see of these guys. Let's pick up 19th century French silver jeton. 19th century French silver jeton with a beehive on the one side. This one has nice proof-like surfaces. Joe was in the lead. 306. That's going to go for the start bid. Congratulations. $21 start in this. The Bearstan Hemidram. It's under Jareer. Really solid, beautiful look to them. Nice pickup, Ancient Addict. $12 start. And German States. Copper Finnig. Moxie is in the lead. Nice pickup at the start bid. $12 start on this cut Houghton Celtic coin from the 1st century BC. Big Poppy is in the lead. We have a small group of these potent Celtic pieces. Nice pickup, Big Poppy. Here's a 1st century BC one. Not the highest grade, but we can definitely see that very similar boar portrait that we see on the Celtic quinary. It's kind of a large flan for the coin compared to the last one. Slab bottom of screen. It's slab bottom. Jonathan Baffy, what is up? Bottom of the screen slab is going to be a We have a middle, I guess we wouldn't call it Middle Ages, but middle of the empire, um, Byzantine anonymous phallus. Looks like a Class C anonymous phallus. And Lucky is in the lead. Oh, I said middle of the empire. I might have slurred a little bit. Not vampire. Yeah. So 11th century Byzantine anonymous phallus. $39 start. No Transylvania coins to my knowledge. On occasion, we'll have a Transylvania. Nice pickup there. Let's run I've discounted these pretty heavily. But if they don't, no interest, I'll move them to eBay. So NGC, fine, carry-in bronze. Okay. Well, 090s will not be offered. $17 start on the Maroon Empire. Silver Karshapana. This is ancient Indian silver in the 3rd century or 4th century to 2nd century BC. William Wiley, nice pickup. Buck and go. (1921) Prussian Weimar Republic. Moxie is at $14. Nice pickup on the German emergency money. $12 start in this bishopric of Liege, Copper Yard. There's a small hole in there. Note that. Yes, let's pick out some ancient graded coins. We got tons. What's up, Gabe? Everyone say hello to Gabe as Gabe comes in. And let's see. 116, 274. Constantine the Great starting at 32. Oh, this is a Campgate phallus. We have a military Campgate on the reverse. Providentiae. No bids. Maybe we want to see maybe an anonymous phallus. Here's a Class C anonymous phallus. Class C anonymous phallus. We have East Christ Nika in Greek. Like East Christ is shorthand for Jesus Christ, and Nika, Nikao, to conquer. So Jesus Christ conquer, written on the reverse. Nice pickup. Class A anonymous phallus. A little bit of red patination. Helps the details of the coin pop out a little bit. This one is actually. Class A anonymous phallus. So we don't have a full portrait of Christ. We have the bust portrait of Christ holding the gospel book. And Isus Christus Vasile Vasileos, Jesus Christ, King of Kings, written fully out in Greek on the reverse. William Wiley in the lead here. We have some Scarcer anonymous losses is a class I, so a bit later. Let's see, 1, 2, 4. Class I anonymous follows, $39 start. Again, we have the bust portrait of Christ. They have a smaller flan by this time. And we have the cross on the reverse. Pull out a widow's mite. Let's see if we have a Hasmonean King's widow's mite. $34 start on the widow's mite. We'll go back to running some raw coins. Lots of new Sasanian that Gabe has just got ready. It's not quite as much of the monotonous Khosrau II. There's a pretty good variety. Gabe was pretty excited about the root. So this for $7. 1960 silver. I think it's 40% silver. Swedish 5 ore. Then I'll run a Sasanian, earlier Sasanian ruler next. $50 start. This 4th century Sasanian dram. From 388 to 399. 4th century Sasanian dram. Ooh. $89 start on this German States $2, German States variant $2. 1854. Retired Ron is in the lead. German States $2, 3.5 golden. Beautiful. Check out retired Ron. $21 start on this Absid Caliphate silver Durham. Absid Caliphate silver Durham. Late 8th, early 9th century Absid Caliphate silver Durham. We'll pull out Owl next. Lucky is in the lead. Nice pickup. $300 start on this Athenian owl. Has an unfortunate test cut on the head. But the head of Athena is not too bad. A worn Athenian owl tetradrachm. VR is in the lead. Nice pickup. The first owl, raw owl that we've sold in a little while. Congratulations on that. The last one the first one we've had in the shows for a little bit. Picked up the group yesterday. Got them in. We have a really pretty one that will start a bit more expensively that I can run next as well. Nice pickup. We'll start this one at $400. but it has a really just great looking owl on it. $400 start on this 440 to 404 Athenian owl. Last Druid is in the lead. Would not be surprised if this one saw a flurry of activity, or it might go to the start bid. It does. Nice pickup. Congratulations. That one I probably wanted a little, like, expected a little more out of. I probably should have put that one on eBay for around 6. But I think you got a fantastic deal there, Last Druid. Happy to send that one your way. Next, we'll run some more. These are kind of like a bit of problem coins. This is a so just take note of this. So this is a 4A stater, Seleucid stater. So that means it's a kind of like a contemporary counterfeit of the time. So it's an ancient coin from the time period, but it isn't like good silverweight in this. So it's basically a coin. It's made out of copper with a silver wash on it to try to like pass off as a real coin at the time, and thus has bronze disease as well. So take note of that. It's going to start super cheap, but I want you to be very aware. I'm not going to take it out because of the bronze disease. We'll just leave it in. So $69 start. And then 12043. We can look at it. If it doesn't get a bid, that's going to be extremely surprising. Well, Scribe is going to get on it, I guess. They're going to get a pretty fantastic price on that one. I don't know if I want to run the other problem one. Let's see, what are those going to be? 12. Some Fiji, looks like. Is that right? 1 yen. Fiji penny from 1959, buck and go. And 1234. The 1 yen. Southern is lead at a buck. Okay. We'll hold off on those 12s. Yes, we have some more NGC Byzantine. Let's pull them out. I have some Constantine X Theodosia that look pretty good as well. So 059, $739 start. East Crease Nika. This is a Class C Anonymous Phallus. Class C Anonymous Phallus. All right. So no on Byzantine. Let's hold off on the 12s. 308. $21 start on this silver hemidram. Tavaristan hemidram. I don't think so, JG. It's possible. We have one in a graded holder. Don't know though. 268. Nice pickup, Shannon. Abbasid Caliphate silver dirham from the 8th century. Abbasid Caliphate silver dirham from the 8th century. Is that an eBay number, Cal? If that's an eBay number, I do want a confirmation on whether you want the coin or not, because you can see the pictures of the coins on eBay. So I do want you to be pretty confident on like buying the coin at the discounted prices that I do. I don't want it to be a thing like, oh, can I like see this coin and pull it out? So if we're good on it, we'll get Gabe to go fetch that one out real quick. Okay, let's see what we want to run. Let's run a Widow's Mite. Or actually, this is pretty cool. This is another 090 number. It's an NGC VF Macedonian bronze piece. $39 start. This one should bid, I think, well into the 50s for an NGC VF bronze. Or it could stay out the start bid, which would be a fantastic win. Congratulations. A79. Let's see where that's at. 79, 12, 10. $15 start. This should bid quite a bit higher for a 4th century BC oval. The head of a goat. Should bid well into the 50s. If it doesn't, we will stop running low start ancients. And then 1234. It's gonna Astro K is gonna get a fantastic deal there. I'm just gonna be a little more diligent with the starts on the ancients and most of the coins, I think, generally. I do start stuff what I think most of the coins where I think they'll have a lot of room in a couple bids. You want to pull that coin out, Gabe? It could be. It actually does look like it. So extra, we'll hold that one out. We won't offer it again. Just put it on eBay and the $21 start. And this Crusaders Follis from the Principality of Antioch from early 1100s. All right, cool stuff. Let's probably no bid on as many coins we wanted to see. We probably don't have it on. I think that's probably the only one that we've got. So fucking go, Weimar Republic 50 Phoenix. There might be something on the eBay, but I think that is what we have physically in the show today. All right, Ron, congratulations. $1921 Weimar Republic. This one has like an interesting thickness to it. Gemini is in the lead. Retired Ron is at 15. On the Lower Cilicia is this is porcelain, if that's what you're asking. What is it? What is it made out of? Buck and go. So these are like red porcelain. I think I have some white. We've no, I get it. I utilize voice to text a lot, and I doesn't always put what I say down as well. Southern is in the lead on the Martin Luther. I think we have some white porcelain around somewhere. I'm quick to hit the send button. Cool. Sweet. We'll start for 200 that eBay coin. So take note on this. It does have this coin here. It'll start for super cheap, but it has been repaired. I'm not sure how stable this repair is, so just keep that in mind when buying it. It does look it's a tetragram that Ptolemaic tetragram that has been repaired. So take that into consideration here. With an unsure, like I don't want to like test it, but it's like there's no wiggle to it or anything. But it is a problem coin that'll start at $69. And Brianna is in the lead. Nice pickup. And then here is this big boy. We'll start it for 200. $18.05. 5 franc. Beautiful piece. Nice pickup. About a $50 discount from eBay there. Congratulations. All right, we have a ton of graded coins. A ton of them. Let's see. What we want to pull out. This is the last of the Sicilian that we have, the Syracuse coins from the Poseidon collection. They're not on the eBay. They'll start at 99. It's an NGC VF holder. We have a trident on the reverse. 3rd century BC Syracuse Elytra from the Poseidon collection. Let's see. Classian as follows. Cadius, Byzantine. $39 start on this Constantine X in Eudocia. Phallus. So we have the full portrait of Christ on the obverse and Constantine X and Eudocia on the reverse. Maybe we just want to see cheaper things. Maybe just more expensive things. This is pretty cool. This is not here. That's fine. 115 start on this Phraates Parthian dram, and then you see VF holder. Let's see it. If I can go on this Peter the Great Russian wire money, I'm just going to leave it on. Peter the Great Russian wire money. Gemini is in the lead on silver Russian wire money. What is 803509? Actually, okay. I don't see it in my box here. Philip the Arab. Wow, Astrocase picking that up at $6. We might set start bids a little higher on those going forward. I don't see that one. I'll let you know. I'll hold it. Make sure. What is it? That's 74. If I find it, I won't run it without you. $54 start in this Philip the Arab Antonianus, double denarius. Salus in the reverse. Philip the Arab Antonianus. Astro K is at the start bid. Gonna pick that one up. Congratulations. The $300 start on this test cut Athenian owl. From 440 to 404. Unfortunate test cut between the eyes, but not a bad head of Athena. Not bad detail on the reverse. $21 start on this Abbasid Caliphate Silver Durham. Abbasid Caliphate Silver Durham from the early 9th century. Early 9th century Abbasid Caliphate Silver Durham. Shannon is in the lead. Nice pickup at the start. Okay, fucking go. This Weimar Republic 25 Finnegs. This tower almost looks like a spaceship. I think it's pretty cool. 25 Finnegs from Amberg. Are you watching this?
No, I'm watching the. I'm looking at the. Did you sell one of the grams yesterday? Something? Those one that's been reconciled.
Oh, I probably put it in a grab bag.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was so confused with like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I packed the grab bag yesterday.
You're doing live reconciliation.
Huh?
You're doing live reconciliation right now.
That person got a pretty good grab bag. And I'm just like I'm like stuffing all of the bulk coins, like just like 50 of them in the bag too. JG is at $6. Gabe at $6. It's cheap. Quite. 13. Nice pickup. I'll do a a small plug. They're a little time intensive to make. But if you buy a larger grab bag on treasuretown.com, I try to juice it up a bit. They usually come out to be pretty good, in my opinion, pretty good value. Now the downside of it is that if you buy it's kind of like a steep price for I'm $200 and up. I'll make them good, try to make them sufficiently nice. Especially the 500. It's the grab bags. Christian has always done offered grab bags. When he was doing YouTube and stuff, and we carried that on to the website at treasuretown.com. So I just throw a bunch of coins in a box and ship it your way. And they usually come out to be pretty good. There's definitely always a kind of a huge mix of what's in there. 1966 500 lira, the beautiful look. Cool, let's pull those out. Joe is in the lead. Some people wanting to get a little snipe action. These cups will fit in a binder. The cup coins fit, it depends on how tight, because they do have a little bow to them that's kind of noticeable, but they fit in a flip fairly easily. They come nice. The grab bags come nice. And then also, if I forget the order for a while, they come much nicer. And I feel bad. I think I left someone's grab bag. I didn't see the email notification for it, and I did a random check on the website that was apparently too long. Someone had ordered a $100 grab bag, and I think they got. I hope that they. No, I'm actually pretty confident. It's definitely $250 plus of retail wise of coins. So I think they got a good shake on the bag, and I just threw in a bunch of coins that just have lying around and stuff. So if I miss the bag at some point, it will, when it arrives to you, it will come very, very packed and heavy. $39 start on this 1965 Canadian silver dollar. Any Mexican silver? Tomorrow or Friday, whenever the next time we're on, we'll have a lot of Mexican silver. Kennons, a lot of Mexican silver. So join us for the next Texas sale. We'll have a lot of it. And kind of a range from the older Republic stuff, maybe not super old, but I guess they're actually just 40s, some of the 40s, 50 centavos to the late 40s, 50s, 60s, so larger silver pieces. But we'll have it'll honestly be a couple $1,000s worth of stuff that will, if silver stays around 75 plus, most of it will be offered at or below melt for starting bids. Here's an Absid Caliphate with gunmetal toning. This is a silver Durham. Run an ancient Chinese coin next. $21 start. Usually start these at $29, so I don't know what I missed here. Ancient Chinese ant nose money. Ancient Chinese ant nose money. It should bid up quite a bit, or maybe it'll start or stay. Let's run another cup-shaped coin. 23. Congratulations, VR. That's a fantastic one. We want to see some graded coins. And look at some graded stuff. We'll fucking go this Byzantine Asperon Trachea. Kind of a low percentage silver Asperon Trachea. We have the Christ portrait on the one side, and then Alexius on the reverse. It's at $1. This should not stay at $1. We won't run any more Byzantine for a bit. This is gonna take a hit, I think. Travioli, Astro K. We will go back. Maybe a larger silver piece. 8 reals, NGC chop mark. Let's see if we can find it. Your $39 start. Let's make sure. No, not a $39 start. I don't know why I paid so much for this thing. $17 start. 1928 half crown. 1928 half crown. Under melt. Under melt. It's AC. NGC. No bids on that under melt. Taking $39 start. Wow. Show some of the cooler coins out of this box I'm looking at. Nice looking Alexander. There's some bangers here. The next stuff, Tigrani is the second. Great reverse. And you see AU owl. Let's look out the owl. Not the best owl that we've seen. Whoa, this thing is good. Look how deep these chop marks are. It's like a black hole of chop mark. What? Someone was having a bad day and took it out, I think. What in the world? Like you can see it, the coin bowing on the other end. This is then like the extra large or extra thick NGC holder. What? This is from a better mint. This is the Chihuahua mint. Okay, 139 start. This should there should be some cool chop mark tags to it. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe it'll stay for 139. I'd be a little disappointed with that. JJR. And it's like a nice BU-ish coin. AU at least. With like no, I wouldn't call it like there are any cleaning problems or anything. Astro K, congratulations. But like, man, you can see this coin is like about ready to pop. And like pop on the other side. Wow, that's something else. I haven't seen. Actually, I've seen something similar on a one of the French pastries, the French Indochina. I've seen like similar level of like bowing to that, but not on an Riaz. That is something else. It's one a gold Phantom starting at 79. So 17th to 19th century, small Indian gold piece. Gold Phantom. It's an AU 55 holder. Try on MS Kershid. $79 start on this Tabaristan Hemidran MGC MS holder. Yeah, we can run the Phantom again. $10.05.03 coin pleb. What coin is that going to be? Is that a cent per chance? If it is a graded coin, you can just tell me what the description is or the title. That'll help me. It's an expensive lens. I might be able to look at the box and see. I still have the boxes, but it might have it here. RF 100 mm, 100 millimeters macro. F2.8 macro ISUSM. I'm trying to read it upside down. I don't know if any of that was coherent. Which one's cheaper? It's a 100 millimeter lens. RF 100. So I know that Canon probably has like a lot of options at like the 100 millimeter lens, but that might help to kind of give an idea of at least what we use, and I can send you more of the specs if you want to know. I don't mind. Here's another MS Kershid. They're all nicely well centered with some great looks to them. I'll run rolls. $51, sorry, 1853. 5 francs. This one should bid up a bit. 1873, 5 francs. Letter A positioning. So that refers to the edge lettering, whether it's kind of like upside down or right side up. And Astro K is going to pick this one up. This one. We'll start it at 1961 silver Italian 500 lira. Thingful Needs is in the lead. Nice pickup. $15 start on this Dutch silver golden. Dutch silver golden. Putting Queen Wilhelmina on the obverse. Or Juliana actually. $15 start on this 1939 Florin. 1939 Florin. Astro K. Nice pickup. $25 start on this 1963 Yemen Real. 1963. Some nice Arabic scripts throughout the coin. And then what is this? Let me search it. I'll take the 1938 20 francs. $31 start, 1938 French 20 francs. Okay, we do not want to see. So maybe that's a wild price for that. So that was offered 100 melts. So we will hop out of silver. Cool. Oh wow, this is, we have a little puzzle piece here. We have a $50 start. It should bid up a little bit. But here's a crystallized and broken piece. This is the requested coin. Astro K is in the lead. We have a puzzle piece coin. Wow. Nice win. Don't think I should have offered the other two pieces in there. $50 start on this Alexander the Great dram. This is a crystallized coin. It is fragile. So it is a crystallized coin and it is fragile, but this is an Alexander the Great early posthumous dram. 310 to 301. Any Swiss silver? I don't recall. There could be some Swiss silver stuck in here. I don't recall. But probably silver has not been like great. Might have to find some other avenues for most of the silver. It hasn't been a great thing today. Most of the silver that we've sold, world silver, has been under melt, and I'm not a big fan of doing that. Maybe it's just where everything is. Then Buck and go 1921 porcelain 50 Pfennig. 1921 porcelain 50 Pfennig. Retired Ron is in the lead. White porcelain 50 Pfennig. Nice pickup. No shipwreck today that I know of. No shipwreck. This is an interesting piece. That is like this gilt edge. Fucking go. 1928. Germany porcelain exhibition medal from 1928. It's the only one like this one that we have. Still under 20. Gemini's at 21. And it's going to land at 23. Congratulations. That's still under the cost that we pay for it. We're going to lose over, we should lose about $100 in this group of porcelain that we had bought. We bought it a little while back, so I think we just paid a bit too much. We're probably going to lose, because we're losing on average like $10 a coin when they sell for 14. So I've not broken even on a single coin out of that group. So I think y'all are getting great prices, especially when they sell so cheap. And $11. Congratulations. $30 Pfennigs. Okay, 24 each for this group. 24 each. And we will run a Byzantine hemidram next. Let's pick up retired Ron. $21 start. Nice. Absid Governor's Byzantine hemidram. Last Druid, I have them all like one at 39. I've tried to offer a couple of them, I think. There's been no bidding interest outside of the $39 start. So I'm going to hold them. Because I can sell them on eBay quite easily at 60 or 70. So I'm going to do that. I was hoping that there would be just more activity if I lowered them to the $39 start. But there was not. So I'm not gonna sell them all for 39. Is the bit of the problem, I think. Sold a couple. Sold a VF for 39. But because I have people who just like swallow them up at like 60. Like anything that I post at 60, there's this one guy who will just buy like all of the Greek, like small Greeks at like 60 plus. So I think that's just what I'm gonna do to him. Yeah, anything you get one at 49, I think it's pretty worth it for me to pull out at 49. And I'm not going to start them at 39 anymore. So it's kind of a dud. Yeah, we could run the y'all again. $25 start on the Yemen Rial. So, who knows? 7. Nice pickup, Zach. Looks like it's your first time here with us. Congratulations on that pickup. 7, 7, and 199. See if we can pull them out and find them. Got this one. I can't. 7, 7 might float to the top at some point. But there are a lot of coins on the desk, as per usual. So let's start this for 49. NGC, fine. Choice fine. A11. Okay, we will not run any more of this group. I'm not going to run any more of these coins. They're just disappointing too much on whatnot. $34 start on the stack board. Yeah, I would expect to spend a little more than like 34 for anything higher, but maybe not in the NGC holders. I think we have the grades on there. So on $49 start in this British silver token. Cool stuff. If there are any requests, let me know. Happy to try to look for it. Let's see. Out of the new coins that we just got in today, there's a bunch of graded coins, including some like nicer ancients. I kind of teased that one of the Calambrian coins earlier, and then that Armenian tetragram as well. Let me check. My guess is going to be like around 500 or 600. It's just my guess without checking yet. I'll check in a minute. But it's not going to be like a $200 coin if that's where you would, if like that changes anything of like looking for the coin, but it's definitely going to be a upper price tag coin. I'd be surprised if we offered it under 500. So, Bumclat, if you're still interested, I can look for it. If not, perfect. No worries. Let's see. 4351. Pull her out. Yeah, I doubt that it's going to be available at 400. I don't know if like the market's moved on them. I remember the last time that we offered them on, we really offered them on Whatnot was a couple years ago, and we were paying fives for them. I think the market's come down on a little bit, and so we likewise pay a little less. And then we were like also like selling them in like the 7s to 9s. Okay, let's take these off the desk. WY43. $50 start. And this would bid up a bit. Elizabeth I English penny, or 1.5 pence, from 1575. 1.5 pence. Wow. 53 VR. Congratulations. This is the coin you wanted to see last, but let me know if you're interested in that. I'm sure you can see. I think it has a $300-ish start bid on it. So, you want me to run that? I will. $21 start on this Absid Caliphate. Silver Durham. Absid Caliphate Silver Durham. Yeah, we can. Let me check for other British hammered. What's that last year? Got some hammered stuff here. I'm not done with slabs, but I don't want to go looking for stuff at the moment. They're going to be kind of in different boxes, either behind me or around me. So unless like I'm pretty confident that this is the coin that we want, but I'm not going to like look around for anything just to see for a little bit. Let's see, $50 start on this Edward III halfpenny. So maybe in a few minutes we can go digging around Last Druid. But there should be SKU numbers or the certification numbers in the description. We'll be able to see the coin on the NGC website. Sometimes if it doesn't show up the first time, you have to change the grade to NGC Ancients. It might start as like other. So if you change it to NGC Ancients, then it should pop up with the NGC certification verification. I think that all of the coins that we have should have photographs that populate when they do that. It's an Edward III penny, This one's a nice larger one. We get most of the legend around it. Edward III penny from 1351, 1361. Edward III penny with a bend in it. I guess if we didn't want the last one, we probably don't want to see too much of this one as well. That's going to be most of the British hammer that we've got. $21 start on this. This is not a 1961 lira. What do we have here? Oh, this is a 1961 lira. Interesting. A little commemorative piece. 1961 500 lira. $21 start. Stay Juice is in the lead. Nice pickup. $51 start. Should be quite a bit under melt on this 1780 Maria Theresa Restrike Thaler AC-17. So Gabe, if you're on mobile, if you click on the item, it should populate the SKU number for you. And that will be in the description. So if you click on the item, it should be able to get to the description. I know that we've had trouble finding it. Last bid. Is this another one that we want to see? I'm not sure if this is the one I showed. They both have the test cuts, I think. So I think we looked at a different one, right? So let me know which one of those. That's funny. You want to run, but I think they're going to both start around like the $300 mark. 300. Okay. 1922 75 Phoenix. Fucking go. Nice pickup, Barn. Let me check the starts on them. This one might start at 325. Okay. This one starts at 325. And then this is, we'll start at 300. So if there's one you want to see, let me know. Or want to run. We've seen them both. Buck and go. Peter the Great. Russian wire money. Oh, we get the whole forepart of the horse, rider, and the staff. We will not be starting an owl for 250. At 250, the one for 350. Wait, so you want one of them for 250 and one of them for 350, Bard? Or are you like making an offer on the more expensive one, like lowballing the more expensive one? Nice pickup knock. Yeah, we won't be running any owls for 250. I'll start this one for 300. But you might be able to find some. Just probably not from us. You might be able to actually get a like a pie. You're not going to be able to find this style from us, at least, but the pie style you might be able to find at that price. Buck and Go, Peter the Great, Russian wire Kopeck. Get the back end of the horse on this one. Definitely an inferior wire money piece compared to the last one. I will not tell your wife how much that was. Gemini, congratulations. We'll run one more wire money. Yeah, we can start this one at 300. Zohar, you have a great one. Who's Michael? Oh, that's perfect. And let's see, we'll run this for 300. $440 to 404. Athenian Owl Tetragram. Silver Fox in the lead. I think this is the last raw owl that we have today. Got a few graded ones. Actually, I think there's one graded one. This is an NGC AU. No test cuts. Not the most beautiful owl. Starts at 800. Christian ran one last week. Or Monday. Whatever. No, was that last week? What's today? Today is Wednesday. Maybe Monday. Yeah, we can run the Dolphin. He said that the graded coins were kind of going wild, like NGC no grade. Like just extremely strong prices. But it's you can't really upload coins ahead of time. It's kind of the drawback. But he was saying that he was getting like almost double the prices that we'll get on Whatnot for a lot of the NGC coins. Kind of like 1.5 to double. So it definitely seems like something that we'll move over to in the next couple of months. Full, like kind of primarily. Nice pickup, Shannon. He's like, for example, like I tried to sell a couple NGC no grade with no bids today, and like that would not like I think we probably would just be blowing through all of the NGC no grades. So mighty white tea, tomato on eBay. I agree. Well, we'll actually just be able to sell some of these coins and not have to wholesale out as many of them. But the drawback is that you can't really upload like listings ahead of time, which actually might just be a beneficial thing, like efficiency wise, to not do that in the future. Just pull coins out and run them. This is under melt, and we're gonna just keep it under melt. I don't mind keeping it. $50 start. I like Kinesis. Hecty. The good Keto Sea Monster on there. Silver Fox is in the lead. Keto Sea Monster. Five. I'm not sure. I know that like the saved sellers feature is like eBay might do a good job of that, but I'm not sure if there is a easy way to navigate to like an ancient stream on eBay. I'm not sure if there is. I'm sure that there are. I guess. Asher K, nice pickup. Because I think Krabby's on there, but I'm not too sure. $29 start. And this Helena, Saint Helena. She's the mother of Constantine. And you see bronze. Turn it to 29. 84. Yeah. Best sea monster. I think the one we ran is probably the best one. This is the next one. I think I sold a crappy one on eBay for like 70s. But I just kept 3 to have on Whatnot. These are the, I think, 3 that we've got left. I guess 1 was sold, and then got this one. Nice pickup, Flash Druid. I'm not actually sure. The Dolphin coin is a coin from Calabria. I think that's the city name. But I think it's a 3rd century BC piece. $12 start on this Moroccan silver dirham. Morocco silver dirham. Barn, I'm not running. Wait, where? Heliocrates. That sounds familiar. I don't think. If it's a. I'm not sure if we have anything. They should have taken out that Greek sub. I don't think it would show up. So I'm not going to run that stuff anymore. Buck and go Peter the Great, Russian wire money Kopek. Peter the Great, Russian wire money Kopek, silver Kopek from the 17th to 18th century. Currently at $12. Nice pickup, Gemini. Braham IV, Sasanian Empire, silver dram. 388, 399. Best Pontus Creek. I'm not, to be honest, I don't want to. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you, Barn. We don't do too much Gold ancients. No paper today. No paper. Okay, Buck and go. Peter the Great. Wire Kopeck. Peter the Great. Wire Kopeck. Currently at $2. And the barn is in the lead. Congratulations. $50 start on this Israel 5 lira. Israel 5 lira. Starting at $49. I wonder how much under melt this actually was. Let's see. I don't think we have any Knights at Templar. Started that $8 under melt with no bids. Perfect. And do you want the Gorgon type? I'm not going to run that at that price again. Do you want the Gorgon type, or do you care? Because this is a really nice coin, I think. And that's Pontus. But I'm not sure if you have a preference. We have this too. That's actually pretty nice. This is what most people will ask for with Pontus. I'm going to start it closer to the melt price. I'm not going to start it for the 49 because the melt on it's 58. Okay. Choice via $50 start. They run just so much quite cheap than they don't get bids. Let's see. Oh, Alexander. Alexander's nice. Nice pickup. Let me see. What is my guess is that I actually can't. But I'll check. Because I think I have it starting at 6. Is that right? Yeah, that's fine. But do I have it starting at 600 or is it? I don't remember. Another choice VF Pontus. Nice pickup, Shannon. I agree. Those last 2 coins are nice. It is starting at 6. This is. It's a choice AU. I might not actually. It's a coin that we actually had bought kind of over a year ago. So I might actually have to adjust the start price up. Seeing it. Let's price it. they've been. This is crazy prices. It'll start at 800. Not gonna start it at 6 anymore. But it is a really nice coin. Can't do 500 on it. It's a really solid piece. I know it's nice. What do you mean by you already bought one? I know, it is really... I love the Alexander coins, especially the drams. The drams are like a nice size. Might be a hot take. I like the Alexander drams over the Tets. And I think you can definitely find a nicer Alexander dram for the price than a Tet. Like, I don't think anyone's disputing that, but yeah, 800 on the last one. Silver. Not really a fan of silver today. Last bit. What are you doing driving? This is crazy. Could be. Is it in like an AU holder barn? It's probably what like an NGC AU is worth. So if it's in an NGC AU holder, you're probably right there on it. $21 start this. Okay, I was about to say 1959, 500 lira. This is copper nickel. This is not. Okay, this is cool. I'm glad I flipped this over, but this is not silver. That last one was silver. This is not. This has a cool lamination error on it that I did not see until just now. So this is an error coin. That's pretty cool. So Buck and Go. This is a lamination error on the reverse. It's a pretty sizable lamination error. It's almost folding a little bit. But I'm glad no one bid on that. I'd have been a little bummed if it sold for $1. All right. If there's anything else that we want to see, let me know. I'd be happy to get to it. Are you bidding right now, or what are you doing? Is this the C? Man, Gabe is locked in at the moment. It's a sight. $50 start. Your really nice Byzantine bronze. Eagle on the reverse. Should bid up well over 50, but my guy likes toast might pick it up for cheap. Nice pickup barn. $50 start. On this Philip the Arab Roman provincial. Philip the Arab Roman provincial. And then you see fine. Rocket Go is in the lead. Taiki on the reverse. Nice pickup. Here's a Trajan. So many different types here. Trajan Roman provincial. From Beroria. Province in Syria. Late 1st century, early 2nd century. And you see choice VF. So pretty high grade choice VF. Do we have an owl on the reverse? Is that what this is? Or is that an eagle? It's an eagle. I don't think it's a round head. I think it's curved to the side. Gemini is in the lead. At 64. On the choice VF, Shannon is at 67. Apaman bronze. Nice win. And you see VF. We have that Gorgon head. We have Nike on the reverse. No, we do not have any Japanese yen. Nice pickup. Guy likes toast. Thracian bronze. And you see choice VF. Small coin, but a high grade. Left facing portrait on the obverse. So we have a lyre on the reverse. Not today. I've got these. These are kind of bigger. Also run a anonymous phallus. This not anonymous phallus, but this is a Christ phallus still. Has a little better detail than the one I picked up previously. Let's see. $39 start. This is Constantine X in Eudocia. What do you mean by moderns? We definitely have a lot of modern stuff. Definitely do. Guy likes toast. Is there anything specific that you're looking for? Stay juice? Or like countries or stuff like that, or just modern coins. First century BC, Pontus Amisus. Okay, Germany, European. Yeah. We probably have not Geld. I have a bunch of just like mix of world coins. We'll run nice looking Gallienus, and then I'll run some anonymous false, and we'll pick out some raw coins in the in betweens. $69 starting Gallienus and choice VF. Part of the Zoo series. And then here's a Christ portrait. Trying to narrow it down. So American Restoration, getting into ancients. My advice would be to buy a variety of coins. I'm not sure if like you've bought any ancients before, but I would say that like buy a variety of ancients. Like just maybe spend a couple $100 on just buying the ancients from like just kind of a variety, buying some Roman, buying some Greek, some bronze, some silver. Gold is another thing, unless you're like well off and can like afford gold or think that you might like collecting gold. I wouldn't just like buy a little variety of gold, but just buying just a mix of different things and see what you like spending money on. You should. Okay, so you like silver. There's plenty of Greek silver, bronze silver. Bronze, Greek silver, Roman silver, Byzantine silver. Just kind of narrowing down from there. If you are like thematic coins, like I like coins with Zeus, or I like coins with Christ. I like coins with animals or a certain animal. Kind of like figuring that out. But I think I've found that it's hard to know what you really like collecting until you start to spend money on the coins and like know what you're drawn to, what you like to collect, what you feel good about spending money on. But I think you're pretty far in to like finding out what you like now that you know that you want to collect silver or you enjoy collecting silver. What is the motivation for collecting ancients? Is it kind of like history based? Like you like? Oh God, we've got some bean. We have some bean money. Is it primarily history or like antiquity, or is it like artistry? Let's see. Is there a typical ancient type? So that's what's up, trivially. See, okay, so if that is like a little bit of the connection to antiquity is some of your motivation, I would say like find stuff around different historical time periods that like you research and like. If you can find a coin like that's not very expensive that's connected to like the Punic Wars, and you have Hannibal Barca. You can find coins like of the lifetime of Christ. You can find coins of circle like certain points in like the Roman Empire or the Byzantine Empire, or if you're Christian, like the different ecumenical councils. You can find coins that are like, just or like coins around like really important figures. Like, no Civil War tokens today. Maybe early next week I'll have the raw ones in, but I think that it could be cool for you to um, center around different historical events and time periods. And one of the cool things with like Greek, and then it, I think it might be a little harder once you get to the Byzantine time period, but a lot of like Greek and Roman provincial, you can find coins minted from different places in different times. Um, yeah, we have Judean of the Life of Christ, the B-Man 2024. No brothel tokens that I know of. Let's pick another bean out. Yeah, we have some Judean, and then we have also Judean of the Life of Christ as well. They're going to be procurator Pruda. I think everyone is really different. I think the most popular things that people collect, well, actually, I couldn't really tell you from, well, anonymous follows are like a really common thing, and it's like a really easy set to complete because there's not too many of them, but you can find like really, you can cherry pick out pretty nice ones. Like people who buy Pruda usually buy it because they want one or two of them, or like just like the idea of um, having like such a like affordable coin that was exemplified in the Bible, and or is from Christ's lifetime. These are not expensive coins. This is a $34 start coin. You have a coin that is referenced in the Bible. Large Roman, no shekels. I'm not sure if we have any large Romans. Curo, we probably have some Constantinian commemoratives. It's 2115. But a lot of people just collect like Greek coins, or they collect like Roman coins, and they kind of collect coins based on like different reverse. Like they go after like different reverse types that are harder, or they um, different cities that are tougher as well. Yes, YouTube will be your friend. So impressive. Yeah, it's an interesting place to be, I guess. It's $12 start here in this copper chaton. Yeah, we do have some Pontius Pilate. Let me try to find some. I'll run a. Let's see, where are my Herod the Great? No silver coins today from the time of Christ. If we ever, NGC has actually cranked out a few subs in this past week that they're going to start shipping to us. But we do have some like shekels of Tyre that should come back in the next 2 years, hopefully, from NGC. Herod the Great Pruda, nice pickup. This is a Jewish war Pruda from 70 AD. I guess 66 to 70 AD. 70 is when the Second Temple falls in Jerusalem. And then run a Hasmonean Kings. You can run a Agrippa the First. Still biblical, but right outside of the life of Christ. So here is another Asmodean King's Widow's Mite. We'll run an Agrippa next. $34 start on this Widow's Mite. I'd be very surprised there's not a bid, but there isn't. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, or B-Man has sniped it at the last second. We're running Agrippa. Yes, Robert, let me find the pilot. So we have pilots starting at 169 and 200. So they're going to be an NGC very good, VG, and then NGC fine. If you have a preference on one of them, let me know. Otherwise, I'll pick out a VG. While I'm trying to find the coin, I'm not paying attention to its position. But I appreciate you for saying something. So 37 to 44 AD, Herod Agrippa Pruta. We'll take out a VG. B-Man, no problem. So here's a Pontius Pilate Pruta. VG holder. Starting at 169. That's cool, Zohar. I imagine you have because I think you made a comment that you do paper. I imagine you have some good short snorters. The fines are going to be higher grade coins. So I'll show you a fine. Let's see. Might not have too many fines left. Let's see this. That looks pretty good. So this is a fine. You can kind of see that foliatus. These start for 200. Pontius Pilate Pruta from 30 to 32. And perfect. All right, if there are any requests, let me know. I'm happy to get to them. AE87. What is AE87? I see AE79. AE87. 05. Owl tap. Okay, it's actually indisputable, I think. I'll just show you the backs of them. I think this is going to be the best one that we have. This one's just chipped. This one's not actually... Oh, this is crystallized. It is crystallized and chipped. So take that into account. But this is the best one of them. $50 start. Pretty full portrait of Heracles in the obverse. Wearing the Nemean lion skin. Nice pickup. All right. $800 start on the AU Owl. Perfect. I'll keep that in mind. Last bid, but I think I'm gonna go keep it 800 for right now. Is there a couple like $1,200 like sale prices on eBay and stuff? So we ran it. I'm kind of glad that someone offered on it. I don't know if you did or it was someone else, but that was the original start. But then I was like, oh, let's check to see if that's fair. And then like they're just extremely expensive on eBay. But so did a little price adjusting in the other way. But I definitely would have kind of blindly ran it if we had just requested it. To be very frank and honest. $21 start on this Absid Caliphate Silver Durham. Barn is in the lead. Absid Caliphate Silver Durham. I wish. Nice pickup. So that is a little bit of the downside, I guess, on making offers. Sometimes it do be like that. Gives me a little time to actually price the coin out. That's a coin that we've had for a long time. So the market has just like moved up considerably on it since we had bought it. That's how I usually price things out. It's just what we pay plus a little bit. And I went to just go check comps on it to see if that was fine. If like sometimes we just overpay for coins. Sometimes someone makes a fair offer, I'll check. I'll check that one and we'll do quite well, I think. Early 9th century Absid Caliphate Silver Durham. Worked. Okay, well, buck and go this boy. We actually might have an Augustus coin. I think I saw a graded Augustus coin. So it'll start about $50 somewhere. And I think I might be able to find it. But it'd be a small Roman provincial, a bronze Roman provincial. So it's not going to be like a big silver coin, or it'd be just a small Roman provincial. $21 start. No Alexander Tets today that I know of. Can't think of an Alexander Tet. It was a little earlier, 8th century, late 8th century. The last Abbasid for a minute. On the eBay, there might be a tribute, or not, it wouldn't be a tribute. There might be a denarius that looks pretty abysmal, but there might be an Augustus denarius. I don't know if it's sold yet or not. That would be on the eBay. And as always, I'll pull coins off of the eBay for a minimum 10%. Usually comes out to be like 30%-ish discount to the eBay. Tacitus? I don't think there's any Tacitus. There could be on the eBay though. A lot of the more expensive things make their way to the eBay. So today, put a lot of coins in that we just That's like really fresh inventory into the sale. But things that don't sell, like the owl, basically, this might be the only sale that graded owl is in. These all, we'll move it to eBay. Per day, it's usually between 4 and 10. Usually depends on the time of the year and then how much stuff we post. But we have a massive amount of coins on the eBay, to be very fair. But it does churn. And we'll sell coins quite frequently that we've had on the eBay for over 2 years. Like that stuff, it still sells. New $50 start on this Greek Larandrian oval. They all, like, everything sells. Like, U.S. world, all types of ancients. Larandrian oval, 324, 323 BC. Jonathan Baffy's in the lead. Like the wolf. I think the most popular are things like widow's mites or things like Alexander the Great or owls get searched the most, but they don't always like sell the most, if that makes sense. I'm not going to take this out. Had it for a little while. Buck and go. I should bid to around the 50s, but it has some bronze disease. And eBay is just a place where people can like just make somewhat longer decisions and kind of like pick out the coins that they want to buy. Yeah, shopping around. So if like someone's like putting a collection together, they are like cherry pickers. It gives them time to find those coins, I think. We definitely we've seen some familiar names on the eBay, and we're like I can remember examples where Gabe's like told me we've been cherry picked, like something must have like slipped through based on like who bought a coin from us. Okay. Absid Caliphate. Is that a 1/10? I think they're dirhams. I don't know if that was. These are Absid Caliphate dirhams. Silver pieces. Brad in the 809 Absid Caliphate silver dirham. Nice pickup. Looks like it's your first time here with us. Congratulations on that piece. 808 to 809 Absid Caliphate silver dirham. $21 start. Jonathan Baffy's in the lead. Nice pickup. Larger flan here, and a little bit later, this is a middle 10th century Absid Caliphate silver dirham. Currently at 21, B-Man. Nice pickup. Chinese ant nose money, $21 start. Chinese ant nose money. This is from the 12th to 3rd century BC, ancient China. Chinese ancient ant nose money. Sitting at 21. The barn is in the lead. Gemini. Let's see. Brady's DPDI. Let's pull it out, and then 11051. We'll get that one last bid. We'll run one more ant nose money. Provenance to John Alio in the middle 90s. The New York coin dealer. Gemini is in the lead. Yeah, I think I saw that one coin around. Nice pickup. UA 11.5. Oh, is that last bid? What is that coin? What type of coin is that? Let's find the radius. I know that DP. Last bid. Okay, 3 Canadian silver. Here's 3 Canadian silver. No, you're perfectly fine. Dog, why are y'all bidding and driving? Stop bidding and driving. Like, coins can wait, dude. What is this? This is crazy. 3 Canadian silver dimes. This is crazy. I've heard. I remember asking a few years ago, 2 years ago, I guess, what everyone was doing while they were like bidding, and I got what I thought were crazy answers across the board. Here it is. The last Parthian dram we've got here. Yeah, as long as no one is currently going on a date or at the movies with their kid, I'm pretty fine. I'm pretty chill with it. Or Draco, what's up? Yeah, sure, Brady. We can try to help you out if you send us a message. Love to hear it. Love to hear. You're joining us during the work hours. We're also joining you from the work hours at Fort Worth. Perfect. All right. I don't know what we're in the middle of running. Let's run some graded, and then I was just going up this box sequentially. Do we want to see any more Ant Nose money, or can I skip that group? Byzantine Christ fall starting at 39. Nimbate full portrait of Christ. Sam I am. That is actually a really good idea, I think. Get some pretty expert opinions. There are some pretty knowledgeable people on the Reddit forums, or I guess subreddits. I don't know what you call them. Irish halfpenny token, $21 start. Irish halfpenny token from 1804. Halfpenny Condor token. Starting at 21. Jonathan's in the lead. Bathy. Nice pickup. British Condor token, 1795. $17.95. This looks like the little Masonic symbol, does it not? Nice pickup. Irish halfpenny token from 1800s. Nice pickup, Gemini. He's got some timers. Anastasius the First, Deconomium, Buck and Go. Rover Stone is in the lead. We got 12, nice pickup. 11 the First, Cilician Armenian Cardez. So this is a bronze coin. Rover Stone in the lead. Nice pickup, Rover Stone. Kardashian coin, the Armenians. It's an insurance fraud coin. $12 start. Justin the First, Pentanomium. This is the uncle of Saint Justinian, Justinian the Great. Justinian the First, Pentanomium. Marvin, we have Greek coins. We do. No Babylonian coins anymore. I think we had a 4A Babylonian coin early in the sale. This is a beautiful looking Asperon trachea. At least the inside. We have a Christ portrait. You can see the east. And then that could be a bit on that one. Nice looking trachea. No bids at 15, which I won't pick any more out, I guess. What kind of Greek coins do you want to see? I have this Gorgon type Pontus Amisus, sometimes called like a Medusa type. Starting at 50, NGC VG, and we have Nike on the reverse with the city name, Pontus Amisus. No bids, cool stuff. Here's an elongate cent. I've met someone who was a very intense elongate collector in my youth. When I was like first starting out, there was someone who gave a talk at our coin club, and he was a very intense elongate collector. 1992. What makes this one neat is that it's on a wheat cent. Come on, how cool is that? And it's gonna go for $1. Never mind, it is not cool at all. Never mind, that was the lamest of all coins, I suppose. Okay. 5402. You're the only one, and then let's see. I'm a little disappointed that I had absolutely no bidding activity. It's crazy. Okay. $21 start. Bahamas 50 cents. It's 80% silver. Bahamas 50 cents. 1966. Bahama 50 cents. Okay. Never mind. We will hop out of world. That's why I thought it was cool, but was not cool. Memento, 1927 Memento dollar. Okay, Buck and Go, a lot of 3 silver Canadian dimes. I think they're 4 change and like 4 and change melt each. So we're at less than melt for one of the coins. Don Hill is in lead at $9. So basically getting one free on the melt out price. So we won't sell any more of those under $10. We'll start at 10. $200 start on the Chinese memento dollar. $200 start. I do have a Marcus Aurelius. I'll start at like $70. It's a Marcus Aurelius Roman provincial. Perfect. I'm not sure if that's something that you're interested in. No denarii today. There might be some denarii on the eBay, which very similar to what I always say. If there's anything on the eBay that you want to pull off, we can pull it off for usually a pretty good discount. A minimum 10% discount, and then I can pull it off for more. It usually hangs around 20 to 30%, but just case by case. Okay. Any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to get to them. We'll work on the desk. No shipwreck slabs today. $21 start on this full penny condor token. Okay, 21. Nice picket reverse then. Okay, Justin the First, $12 start to $1 start. Buck and go. Buck and go. Justin the First, Quintinumium. He's the uncle of Saint Justinian the Great. Gemini's at $1. We will not buck and go anymore, ancients. And let's see, not today. And then Marcus. This is the Marcus. If you're interested at 70, let me know and I'll be happy to run it. Some fantastic deals hopping around. Buck and go. If you're interested in a coin on the eBay, I typically, not always, but I typically do cut the price 20 to 30% from the eBay listing price. So that's why so many people will request coins off of the eBay, because they come at pretty hefty discounts. Whenever you want to run them on the whatnot. So like if you I won't explain any further. $21 start. No silver Marcus Aurelius. No Hadrian or Trajan that I know of. I would just put it in the chat. So if there's a certain coin that you want off of the eBay, you can put it into the chat. Like if you can find like the eBay item number, that'd be kind of like the best case scenario. And then that makes it the easiest for us to pull up. $34 start on this tactical run. But it's just easier if you put it in the chat, I think. Perfect. Gabe has walked out. So if this expires before or if like the chat moves past. Last bid, just assume that I'll take 10% off. And if you want to see it, if I take 10% off, perfect, and we'll do it. Can you get Riverstone's can you get the eBay? Such a depressed look. Yes, but it's not always the case. I said I usually do because I kind of like round up when I just take stuff off. But I'm not gonna like negotiate like 30+% off. So like if you like the coin at 10% discount, feel free to request it. Otherwise, then I don't want to like haggle on prices. But if you feel good about the coin at 10% off, you should be pleasantly surprised when I take it off. But I'm not gonna like hop to eBay and like find the coin and do any calculations past that. Okay. 76. 401. $21 start on this Absid Caliphate silver dirham. Yeah, no problem. And we'll probably at some point pretty much fully transition over to like eBay Live, and I imagine that once we're Christian and the Fort Worth team are all in like one place, it'll all be a lot, I think, more simple to get coins from the eBay to the streams and stuff. And more opportunity for like haggling or negotiation if we wanted to. I know I like the gunmetal. I do like it. $50 start, 1811. A lot of 3 silver Canadian coins. Far under melt, and this is where it's going to stay. $18.98, 1958, golden. Gabe is currently on it. He's on it. Tabaristan, Absid. Here's an Absid Caliphate, silver dirham. Absid Caliphate silver dirham from the early 9th century. $17 start, ancient Indian, counterpunched Karshapana. Ancient Indian, counterpunched Karshapana. From the 2nd, or the 4th, the 2nd century BC. $21 start on this full penny Condor token. Full penny Condor token from 1811. Gabe has already got it up. That's cool. Perfect. Start this for 40. This is sick. This is the German state's Dreeling Riverstone. It's such a cool coin. 1503 to 1547. Congratulations, nice pickup. Neat. Weimar Republic. $50 Finnick. Weimar Republic, $50 Finnick. Nice pickup. $21 star Abbasid Caliphate. I'm not even sure what it's doing. That was a porcelain. Looks like a porcelain knot geld. Nice pickup, Nebuchadnezzar. Fucking go. $50 Finnig, not Geld. Not Geld means emergency money in the German. Hippie is minted in Germany World War I and post World War I. And that's going to go cheap. Congratulations. $21 start Abbasid Caliphate, silver dirham. Nice bright look to this one. We'll run some graded coins. If there are any requests, let me know. Other than that, we'll try to find a stopping point for today. Nebuchadnezzar is in the lead. Gemini at 24. Class C anonymous follows, starting at $39. East Kreisnika, Jesus Christ conquers, or conqueror on the reverse. Okay. Theodosius the Great, St. Theodosius, starting at 32. Kuro Wolf is in the lead, 379 to 395. Can you get the... Gabe loves getting the eBay. Nice pickup, Robo. This is a nice looking Theodosius. I have a few drams. I have some high grade drams, and then I have some bottom of the barrel drams that are fragile and crystallized that will start at like $50, or I can maybe even go cheaper. And then I have like an $800 dram. Jonathan's in the lead. This should bid up, I think, into the, well, maybe it starts at 36. It does. Activity on the Theodosius. Kind of shouldn't have run one of the nicest ones. Yeah, we can take a look at a cheap one. This is basically half a dram. I had it start at 50, and so we'll do $25 start. We should find some activity. This boy is not pretty. But Alexander the Great dram starting at 25. Crystallized and broken, so it has a pretty fragile flan. But you see the 4-part Cool. We'll stay out of those. But it's as cheap as it gets. So the price reflects it. But it is rough. That's possible. It might just be broken from crystallization. It's a bear stand. Hippodrome. Hippie's in the lead. Hippie Dylan. No Tyrene Shekels. Jimbo. All of ours are at NGC. $79 start on this. It's a beer stand Hemidram and an NGC MS holder. Really nice look. No VGF stators that I know of. Nice pickup, Jimbo. Gabe's already walking over. Lightning speed. $79 start. Perfect, thank you. Gold Indian Phantom and AU58 holder. Gold Indian Phantom. Nebuchadnezzar is in the lead. Three Cruiser. I'm going to start it at 35. Can you get the... There's another one, Gabe. Gabe might have gone on a vow of silence. I guess how much he loves to pick out the eBay. I doubt that there's too much Spanish. I doubt that there's any Spanish. I don't know what Spanish we have. We'll make sure that Gabe sees that one too. Gabe, did you see the second one? Okay, Condor tokens. Let's see if we can. We should have Sabor. We sold only a handful today. But we might not have had any. Okay, this looks like Condor. No. We might not have any more Condor tokens today. I don't see any. I see some of the merchant tokens, but I don't see any Condors. I think we've sold out of jetons today. We have a big wholesale order, so I'm not sure if there will be any more in future sales. But Christian sold all the ones. He sold a lot at $50 some to Another whatnotter. I think there were AE 50 or WY 53s maybe. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any more of the Conjures. Thank you. Perfect. Gable's got the first of these guys out. Started at 30. Swiss Cantons shilling. Swiss Cantons shilling. Perfect. Thank you. And then the second guy, $45 start. Last year is in the lead. This is an interesting token. I don't know if I've seen this design since this is like this is old inventory too. This is stuff that we I remember buying this. This is one of the first big buys that I did. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right, let's see what we want to be looking at. This is a nice Class C anonymous wallet. $39 start. Rocket goes in the lead. Full Portrait of Christ, East Crucinica, Jesus Christ, Conqueror or Conquers on reverse right now. Big Poppy is in the lead. You can see the dots in the little cross. Nice pickup, Rocket go. Last seat, anonymous Wallace. $39 start. Again, Full Portrait of Christ, East Crucinica. Reverse is not as nice as the last one. The obverse is pretty much there. Beautiful. Nice pick of Big Poppy. Okay. Edward the First. Pin a 125 start. Well, let's do 120. Edward the First penny from the Dublin Mint. Holding it upside down. Such a neat obverse. Gemini, congratulations. Such a cool coin. $12 start. Moroccan silver. $12 start. Yeah, let's run a Widow's Mite. Moroccan silver Durham. Clearly dated at the bottom here. Run a Hasmonean King's Widow's Mite. Next. $34 start. Yes, let's run some Celtic. Rocket Go is in the lead. Nice pickup. Let's run a Widow's Mite, and we'll run a few Celtic coins. Hasmonean or Maccabean King's Widow's Mite. Some script written between the wreath. Brad. Nice pickup. $12 start. On the Celtic Potent unit, this one's chipped. Note that. $12 start. I get the bottom of the horse. Nice pickup, Big Poppy. $12 start. Another Potent unit. You see the boar, I think, on this side. Jolly Roger, I'm not sure what S2658 does mean. I'm not sure. Okay, one more Potent unit. We'll run another Widow's Mite next. 9, 12, 16. Let's pull it out. Hasmonean King's Widow's Mite. $34 start. Cross cornucopia on the one side and some writing on the other. 879. Nice pickup. Oh, okay. 6 pence worth bust. Let me see if I can find that. Whoa. Okay. That's great. Where did this thing even come from? Let's see. This is a coin that probably should go to grading for us. Not sure why. Got it inventoried. This is nice. I'll run it, but I'm going to start it at 100. This is a coin that's like VF plus. And for these units are not extremely cheap. So we'll start it at 100. But beautifully centered. This is a nice example. And Pizza the Hut, congratulations. Probably one of the most quality raw ancients that we've had in a while. It's nice. Okay. I'm just thrown off and stunned by that point, actually. Okay. Okay, I think Gabe is on the next one. Gabe, this is Gabe. This is his favorite part of the job. Because he loves just getting in the groove of some inventory and then eBay. Okay. 2107. 1621 Polish Lithuanian 1.5 groschen. Buck and go. Okay. Do we want to see? Wow, $4 currently. Polish Lithuanian 3 poker. John Hill, nice one. 1895 Queen Victoria farthing, and then we'll go back to some graded coins. We're on a Festus Prudo. Palmyra Heritage. We've been selling on, wow, the buck. Beautiful, thank you. This is actually a nice one. Okay, $45 start. 1626. What? Okay. It might be a bit cheap of the start, but nice pickup, Gemini. Festus Prudo. $44 start. Festus Prudo from 5980. Cool stuff. If there are any requests, let me know. Otherwise, we'll start to wrap up for the day. All right, let's. $54 start. This should bid up considerably. James I sixpence. Nice looking reverse. 1606, clearly dated. James I. Jolly Rogers is in the lead. Nice pickup. What, Joe? I think it's good. I think it's cheap. $54 start on this Edward III silver penny. A little bit of warping in there, but a pretty nice head. Edward III silver penny. Nebuchadnezzar is in the lead. Currently at 59. Nice pickup. Jolly Roger. This one has a plugged hole in it, but other than that, it's a pretty great coin. I almost wish it had the hole, then you could wear it. But 1575, Elizabeth I. Riverstone is in the lead. Currently at 57. We don't have too many British tokens left. I think there might be a silver one lying around. Old note in here. Wow, this is a nice looking one. Would not be surprised at all to see this pass 100. Yes, James, yes. Is there anything specific that you're looking for or a certain price range? Riverstone, congratulations. One of the prettiest one that we've seen in a while. Here is not a very pretty one, but nice toning, I suppose. $50 start. Clipped and chipped. Edward IV. $50 start. I don't think we have anything Republic, but Caesar era coins. My Maccabean, my Hasmonean dynasty fits that, and I probably have some like first century Greek stuff. But I don't think I have any graded denarii today. Later this week, well, I guess next week, early next week, I should get some stuff back from NGC. Actually, I take that back. I do have a raw denarii somewhere. I can run that. Look, Palatine Numismatics. Congratulations. Thank you for boosting us. It's crazy. If you buy something, I might have to send you a little something extra. That's appreciate that. $34 start on a Hasmonean Kings Widow's Might, and then I have a denarii somewhere. Let's pick up Hero. $50 start on the Gordon the Third denarius. This is an old collector flip. Gordon the Third denarius. Okay, that will hit a gen grade sub. And let's see. Starts at 50. Last one started at 50. Let's run a Constantine the Great, starting at 32. Constantine the Great, an NGC genuine holder, $32 start. This is a Campgate Follis. Currently at 38. Nan, good to see ya. Nice pickup. Class C anonymous Follis, $39 start. Nice portrait of Christ, full portrait of Christ, East Crease Nika. One of the better end of the class C's that we've seen. See, might get a fantastic deal at the start here. Does nice pickup, CG. Let's see what we have. Pruda. Then we're gonna run another Constantine 127. $32 start on the Constantine. Kuro Wolf is in the lead at 32. Nice pickup. This is a kind of ugly coin that I don't want to look at anymore, but it is a kind of interesting because it's a plated double denarius. 669. Okay, buck and go. NGC double denarius. And NGC genuine holder, core visible. I can't get it in a holder for near this price, but so take that for what you will. And then 21124. Currently at $20. Let's pick up man. Gonna be under our cost on it, so congratulations. So let's pick up Nuremberg Brass Chaton. Nuremberg Brass Chaton. A little bit of scratches that are very present on the obverse. Gabe. We got the thumbs up from Gabe. Baffy is in the lead. And celebrates the coronation of Louis XVI. 1751, Bishopric of Liege, Copper Liard, $12 start. Bishopric of Liege, $12 start. There's the date, 1751. And let's see what 1406 is. Nice pickup knock. $21 start to Barristan Immerjam. $21 start. They're up to Barristan Immerjam. Great and nice pickup, $23. And Gabe is currently pulling that one coin off the eBay. Buck and go. Buck and go, Bishopric of Liege, Copper Liard, Buck and go. Not the prettiest coin, but it's a dollar start. Currently at $2. I can't buy it for $2. And then A7, 9, 12, 12. Nan is currently at $7. Hippie Dylan is at $9. Nice pickup. Buck and go, 1660. Bishopric of Liege. Oh, starting at 12. Misclicked. 1660. Gemini is in lead at 14. 7, 9, 12, 12 is coming up. Gemini, nice pickup. $15 start. Intro as issue. Probably not. Like some of the more pricey items, like they have to stay around that price. There's another factor that goes into me taking the like a hard cut on coins, like a $50 coin. Like we offer free shipping on eBay, so $5 of cost is already 10% on like a $50 coin. So that helps me to take as much cost as I can off of it. But a coin that's like $500 or whatever, or $400, it's a bit harder to that because the shipping cost is fairly nominal at that. Do I want to just set the coin on eBay for a little while, or do I want to take a loss in the coin? Usually becomes the answer, the dilemma there. We're not just like gifted these coins. We do go out and buy them. Thank you. I mean, it might be different if like we just like inherited all of these coins. All right, we'll start this for 60. This is an interesting one. Interesting Roman provincial. Yeah, so we ever offer them at around that price again on Whatnot, there's a chance to do that. And sometimes on eBay we might also be able to offer close to that. But if it's already a 30% at that, if it's already 30% on the eBay, then it's a bit hard to get there. Okay, Let's see, $12 start. Chinese Warring States. Western Han cash coin. Western Han cash coin. Gemini is in the lead. Let's see, what do we want to see? A bunch of graded coins. I haven't even filled up the box of the graded today. I like the surface on this one. Nice pickup, Gemini. Okay, $12 start, Sasanian bronze issue. Sasanian bronze issue. From 245 to 270 AD. Nice pickup, Riverstone. $12 start on this. Another Sasanian unit. And let's pull out some graded coins. I'll start with a Widow's Mite. We'll run a Widow's Mite next. Hasmonean King's Widow's Mite, starting at $34. $34 Widow's Mite start. And run a Class C Anonymous False after this. Christ Portrait coin. DJ Biscuits, nice pickup. Looks like a sure first time here. Congratulations on that win. Class C Anonymous False, $39 start. No shipwreck, not today. Usually when Christian runs the show, he'll have a healthy amount of shipwreck with him. Nice Christ Portrait. No more raw owls that I know of. Not today. Okay, stay out of it. Oh, we'll just stay with rock ones, I think. If there's any interest in some graded coins, we'll hop back to it and look at them. We have some of the Indian gold. We have some mint state. No fine style or stars. EPAL. We do have some like mint state to Bearstand hemidrams. We have an AU owl. We probably have some Weimar Republic knot geld. I don't think we have any porcelain knot geld left. But it might be like iron or some clad. That's too interesting. I have one silver denarius today. Until we get some stuff back from NGC. I have one raw silver denarius. But hopefully next week we'll have some subs come back. It's going to start at $50. Has an old collector tag with it. Baffy's in the lead. And we're on that one, Gemini. $50 start. On the Gordian III. Oh no, I actually do have more of that porcelain. We'll pull it out next. Bunny, nice pickup. Some white porcelain. Buck and go. You might want to. There's two. Run a Napoleon Bonaparte. No, we're gonna hold that one. Currently at 21, retired. This is porcelain. It's a white porcelain made in post-World War II Germany. It's not gilt or emergency money. German. Buck and go on this Portuguese 5 escudos. Portuguese 5 escudos. Gabe's loving this, Gemini. This is great. 1.5. $9. Nice pickup, Wet Joe. Don Hill, nice pickup. Okay, one more Buck and go silver. One more Buck and go silver. Nice pickup. Let's pick what box we want to be in. Let's run. This looks like the largest one that we have. This is bean money. Tokugawa Shogunate. That's samurai era Japan bean money. Bean money. Final Crusader. I love the icon on your profile pic. Neat stuff. Nice pickup at the start bid. $12 start. 1660 Bishopric of Liege, Copperly Yard. $12 start. Currently at $14. Nice pickup. What's up, Vault and Valor? $12 start. Chinese Banliang cash coin. Banliang cash coin. Currently at $20. Riverstone's in the lead. Nice win. Nice. Glad to send it over your way. Currently at $13. Gemini, Nan. Gemini's at 15. Nan's at 17. We're on a Swedish coin next. Fourth, 2nd century BC, ancient Chinese cash. 1677 at 1/6 or fucking go. Not the prettiest. 1/6 or. Next, we'll run a $50 start. Lithuanian half groat, one of the really pretty ones. 1677, 1/6 or. Okay. $50 start. Lithuanian half groat, $50 start. Lucky is in the lead. Just an absolutely beautiful reverse. Lucky is in the lead. And out of like the $50 start ones, this is probably one of the better $50 start ones. Congratulations, Lucky. That's a good one. Okay, Buck and go on the 3 poker. 1623 Polish Lithuanian Commonwealth 3 poker. So the 2 and the 3 of the date around the orb. What Joe? Nice pick up. Gabe is already done. Beautiful. Let's get the first one up and running here. Okay, we'll start this for 50. $16.73. Nice pickup, Gemini. Such a great coin. Okay. Start this for 35. Hungarian silver dinar. $35 start. Nice pickup, Gemini. Another $35 start. 1863 Civil War token. Some good eBay pulls. What I hope is pretty healthy discounts for the starts. Me 80, nice pickup. It's like it's your first time here. Congratulations on that pickup. Fucking go. I don't think so, James. Probably have some stuff on the eBay. Any Nazi stuff we can't actually bring off of the eBay and put in the Whatnot sales, because Whatnot says no to any Nazi paraphernalia or like any Nazi era coins with swastikas. So that's those are one of the only exceptions for ringing coins. Yeah, that's against. So people do sell them on Whatnot. That's just going against like the Whatnot kind of. I don't know if you would call it the code of conduct or what. It's against the Whatnot rules to do that. So you can actually like face kind of banning, like Whatnot can ban you or Whatnot can put you on probation if you do that. So we just try to stay as compliant as possible. But I do know that people sell them, and so double secret probation. But we have a lot of them at eBay. Let's see, yes, we have lots of Roman and Greek. We can pull out a Roman coin next. We're going to Constantine the Great. And then just hold it. Some popes won't even be allowed. Wait, there's no papal coins? Wait, I'm confused. $32 start. And this Constantine the Great Campgate Phallus. James is in the lead. $40. Congratulations. Another $32 start. Constantine the Great. Vought XX is on the reverse. If there are any requests, let me know. I'd be happy to get to them. Kuro Wolf is in the lead. Yeah, you're good. We'll be on for a little longer to get the payment stuff worked out. No Japanese silver. I have bean money, which is low percentage silver, but I'm not sure if that technically counts for you. But the bean money is low percentage silver. That's Samurai Era Japan. But no, like, good silver stuff. So I can go on this Shinabid Tanka. Let me look for any more porcelain. I think we're probably out. Sold a lot of porcelain today. Oh, we should have some more next week if we don't have some later this week. And we're on that. The yen in the shop has jewelry damage, so I'm gonna go out and change the description and stuff at some point. Dutch 25 cents. Nana's in the lead. Dutch 25 cents. Utila. 18 to 1900 Italian or Croatia Hungarian. I don't think so. Doesn't seem. We actually might have some. No, that's going to be French. Never mind. I don't think so. Meanwhile, I mean at 10 cents. 1944. So I'll pull out a Napoleon Bonaparte piece that's hold. But I do expect. Well, I guess let me ask if you're actually into hold coin stages, because I want it to do kind of fairly well. So I have a guy that collects hold stuff that I can just. I'd rather save it for if it's not going to bid into like the 20s at least. So I might hold it because actually, yeah, we should be able to find some stuff. I'd like to get 20s out of it, but I remember like selling the group, and like the group has not sold very well. Like I've sold some of those Napoleon coins for like $5 to $10, like we're under melt. So we'll see it some other day probably. Wait till he's here. Okay, $12 start, 1660 Bishopric of Liege, Copperly Yard. $12 start, 1660 Bishopric of Liege, Copperly Yard. No bids, it's cool. Oh my gosh. Yes, we have Rogan. Let's see if we can. Oh, he has these earbuds out, maybe. Or is his earbuds in? His earbuds are still in. Okay. $30 start. 1863 Civil War store card. Nice pickup. So there was a shortage of small change in during the Civil War, and like this happens during like all world war periods and depressions, like economic recessions and depressions. So private companies went out and like minted their own coins, and they used them also to basically double as like advertising. So we see it during like the hard time, like some of the recessions, like during the 1830s, 1840s, and then in England and UK we see it also with the Condor tokens. They're similar items. Nice pickup, well under melt on that guy. Okay, here's an 1800s Italian piece, 1862 Italian 5 centesimi. 1862 5 centesimi buck and go. Gemini is in the lead. Utila. Nan. Utila. Let's see, 80, 35, 9. Let's see if we can find that. Civil War tokens are nice. We just went through last week and the week before, or just last week, a group of graded ones. They're all PCGS graded. And then I have a group of raw ones that hopefully we'll start to see in the sales next week. If I can, I doubt that I'll get it ready for Friday. If we run a show Friday. Germany 5 Finnig. Let's see, 80, 35, 9, 2. Maybe that's out here. I'm having trouble finding 80, 35, 9, 2. If it comes up, I won't run it without you. Make sure we have a confirmation, but I don't see it. Let's get this one up. Start for 50. Oh, this is an overdate. That's pretty cool. 1793-94 Staffordshire copper halfpenny token. Wait, what did it start out, Gabe? What did it start at? Did I mess this up? Or did I? Do you remember what it started at or not? Okay. Tried to discounted that one about 20%. 10% is usually the. I think it was 59. Yeah. Well, Riverstone. We're conversating at the moment. So, yeah, I'll rerun it. What else we got? Let's see. Nice pickup at Gemini. And then sorry, this one for 70. This is cool. This is a double struck one. I remember this guy buying this one. $17.63 Danzig 6 Groshi. No, I think that this is I will say, like, I wouldn't ask to pull coins off of the eBay unless we're comfortable with like the 10% mark, and just please with anything more than that. Because that is like a little. Because if something doesn't sell, then it's going to take a little time to get back onto the eBay and then reorganize in the boxes. So I will say to probably hold off on requesting anything that you are like dependent on a like 20% or 30%, or to try to okay it beforehand. That would be my kind of rule of thumb with it, because now we're going to have to wiggle it back onto the eBay, and that'll take some time. Love the eBay request, but I would like 10% is where I like people to be good with, because I took that like nearly 20% off of that. So that's true. Maybe that there's just a big discrepancy from what this coin looked like on the picture. That's true. Even though try not to have that problem. Some of the 2024 coins have that problem. I think anything else is anything past 2024 coins are not. It's not really the case. So I'll take a few more requests. Probably no more eBay requests today, and then we will. Let's see if I can find that 772319. We'll wrap it up. Gold Phantom. Let's an AU58. Let's pull one out. 1738. What are we looking for in 1738? Here's an AU58 Gold Phantom. Or not. I don't know where this one. What's up, Peter? Next week we'll have some more. $79 start. Gold Phantom. AU58. Nice pickup. Let's see. I'll have to get that to you. $1738. Okay, I don't have anything that's dated 1738 today. Nothing 1738. Let's pick out 3 more coins to run today, and then we will call it. Lot XXX, Constantine the Great, Nummus. And then we'll run an anonymous Follis. So 2 more coins today. East Crease Nika, 1034 to 1050. And then we'll run a Widow's Might, and that will be, we'll go find somebody to raid. You know, Peter's supposed to hop on soon, so I wonder if Peter gets on, we'll raid Peter. That could be a pressing ask, because this is, we'll spend the next 30 seconds on stream. Kenny's on. Great. We'll go raid Kenny after this coin runs. Hasman, King's, Widow's Might, Crudo. Perfect. Let's go find somebody to raid. All right, y'all have a great one. We're gonna go raid Kenny Ancient Coins. Kindor